Hey guys, Tomboy601, and today, short video, but one that I think is really important to see, and one that as soon as I played this match, I knew I had to show it, even though it is a relatively short match, and that's because we're going to highlight what one of our teammates does, because he plays his role to perfection, and that's going to be our aircraft carrier. He is going to be the key, the linchpin to pretty much allowing us to win and sweep this game relatively quickly. Before we get too far in, let's go ahead and talk comment of the day. Comment of the day goes out to someone who leaves a comment on one of our previous videos. Today's comment of the day goes out to Deputy McKill Xbox. Says another great review. Nikolai 1 is still available to buy in the Microsoft Store in Las Vegas. Pipes in says PS Store as well. So Nikolai, the premium ship, is available in the independent stores of the platforms you play, just not the in-game stores. Really cool. Of course, that was on our October Revolution review. Go ahead and check that out if you haven't seen it already. But now let's get into this video. We spawned here on North in the outside position. And really, when you're in that outside position, you don't want to really stay there. You take yourself out of the match for a very long time. You remove your guns from play, and it's just not smart to go wide, for us to go right, or for their teammate, who most likely spawned in a mirror spawn of us, to go left and try to push in on that very isolated flank. There's no reason to be out there. There's no capture point. So we're going to go ahead, use our relatively good concealment to try to get cover on the other side, and start to set up a crossfire on anyone who wants to enter the cap, and hopefully be able to take them out. And that's when our teammate goes ahead and spots the Fubuki. And I want just for you guys to see what he does here, because if you watch, he's going to go ahead and leave this destroyer spotted for us a bunch of the time. He's not going to take the opportunity to really make dive bomb runs. Instead, he is going in, spotting for us. We're going to go ahead, fire our guns, and then he pulls out and preserves the health of his planes, even when we kind of whiff a shot like that, because he knows we're shooting at them. When we see him, we're firing, and we're going to work together as a team to take out what is going to be a potentially very deadly destroyer, right? The Fubuki is one of the better destroyers at tier 5, and he is going to go ahead and ensure that the Fubuki stays spotted. And I just have to give a shout out to him, because he makes sure he stays spotted all the way until he's gone. And because of that, we kind of eliminate the destroyer threat on our side of the base. Anyways, he's sticking around, and one of the things I just want to point out is he's not really taking every opportunity to make the dive bomb, because you have to remember, even if the Fubuki doesn't have very good AA, doing a dive bomb, doing an attack run, eliminates 1/3 of your potential health pool. So if you start taking those dives when you know you could stick around for a little bit longer, you are severely limiting your ability to hover around, to stay in the area by doing those attack runs. And only when you know that you're going to be able to either take him out, or they're going to be able to keep him spotted, should you really be moving and attacking other players. Like at this point, he knows Fubuki's going to be dead. He's good to move on. And I just have to give a shout out to this CV player, because he was doing amazing. His name is Majir Fiber 9, and yeah, he was by far the MVP. Now, does the game reward him for what I believe is the key play in this whole thing? No, I think, once again, the XP for spotting probably needs to be boosted, maybe only for aircraft carriers, if anything else. Anyways, getting back to our game, we're going to go ahead and move into C. Our team's captured B. We have a 4-ship lead at this point. All of their destroyers are taken care of. The only thing left is 1 battleship, 3 cruisers, and their aircraft carrier. And we can see that a lot of those are going to be visible as we push into C. But we got to do what we got to do. Emerald pops up. He's in cover from that island, but we're going to be prepared and just kind of slowly meander our way into the cap, because we still need to play the objective, right? Like, just because we're up on ships doesn't mean we can't leave it and drop and not pay attention. Aircraft carrier takes out one of our friendly battleships. Good for them. And we go ahead, shoot a wall, and do we get 1 shell to land? No, we don't get anything to land. Our carrier player making torpedo runs, and we're just going to go wait until we can see that emerald and start taking pot shots at him. Torpedo's doing decent damage to the emerald there, and shots are away, and we tag the very edge of the emerald. Not doing too much damage, but he's not firing back, so that means we're going to be able to cap this area. Now, if you paid attention, you would have noticed that that Pensacola went off right, and he is now finally decided to bring himself back in the battle. You might not have noticed that, but if you did, you can see just how long he kind of took himself out of the fight. He could have been harassing us a lot harder and really been making it hard for us to push into the position, but because he went around the island like he did, we are protected from him, able to take this cap, and now we're going to be able to duke out with him in the cap and in relative close quarters where we have the advantage, if only because we have torpedoes and he does not. Now, we are showing full broadside to him, and we do have a relatively exposed citadel, but he is still firing HE, but he does take a respectable chunk out of our health there. We're going to go ahead, turn out, get prepared, see which lane he's going to use. Looks like he's decided to commit to the further lane, so we'll turn back in, see if we can get all 4 guns on target, and then go ahead and start aiming those torpedoes. Launch them every which way just so that we have an even spread. This is one of the reasons I love the British ships, is because you have that ability to do some wacky torpedo spreads where people are like, oh, he fired him, he missed him, ha, it's safe here. And that's when you can get 1 or 2 to really surprise them. Anyways, we've loaded AP and we hit the Citadel right there. And if we look, they only have 45 points left because they have been losing ships, and we knock them out with that torpedo and win the game. But most importantly, that beginning match, that beginning part, Magir doing the right thing, using CVs correctly, and just shout out to him because he really played that way better than I've seen a lot of people playing the aircraft carriers. So yeah, just want to show that game, guys. I hope you like this video. If you did, go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. See ya.